Hello and welcome to France 24's weekly music show. I'm Marjorie Hash, and this week I have the pleasure of welcoming a British Bahraini trumpet player who has been hailed as the most influential of her generation and who draws on both her Western and Arabic heritage. Her impressive CV includes working with Radiohead and jazz musician Takishiko Akiyoshi, and it was her 2017 album La Saboteuse that earned her international recognition. She's just released her fourth record, A Paradise in the Hold, which is inspired by Bahrain's traditional folklore music and includes delightful scales and percussions, as well as the voice of Belgian-Egyptian singer Natasha Atlas. Yazz Ahmed, thank you so much for being with us on France 24.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's a pleasure to talk to you about this new record in which, as I was saying, you explore even more your Arabic heritage and you blend it with jazz music. Now, this time you're taking us to the Arabian Gulf, and we're going to be exploring, wedding poetry, but also the music that accompanied pearl divers, Fijiri. And I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about those traditions.
Yeah, so the pearl divers of Bahrain, they would employ an actual singer on the boats to encourage them to work. And also a lot of the pearl diving songs, they mention loneliness, being away from their family for so long, missing their loved ones, stories of hoping to come home with treasures and then the possibility of not. Also like kind of legends and myths. So one of the myths is that pearls are the tears of mermaids, which I really like. And then we have the women drumming groups who play at weddings and festivals, celebrations. And their music is kind of mostly about beauty and the relationship between beauty and nature, which I think is lovely.
Oh, it's a lovely idea. And also you can imagine that for pearl divers, it was quite like taking a risk. You risked your life going down so you could drown. But I love that how mythology around the sea is such an important factor across the world at large. Were there any particular stories that you liked for this record?
Yeah, I mean, I love the sort of the romanticized lyrics about, I mean, a lot of the songs are about of a quite melancholic, and I quite like that. I don't know, quite like the sadness of that, and I find that very inspiring because it's very emotional, kind of, human emotional feeling. I really like that, and yes, I like the myths of the mermaids, the sirens, bringing sailors to their watery deaths. I like that.
So there's a little bit of a goth element to all of this. Well, how about we check out one of the tracks? It's the opening one from your new album, A Paradise in the Hold. This is She Stands on the Shore. From Yazz Ahmed's new album, A Paradise in the Hold, which will definitely make you feel like you have sand between your toes as you listen to the tides as it rolls in and out. Fantastic record. Now, for the first time ever in your whole career, you actually wrote for the human voice, which must have been something quite new. Well, we mentioned earlier Natasha Atlas, but you also have Bridget Baraha, Randolph Matthews, and Alba Nazinovic. I hope I pronounced them well. What was the that you liked about this challenge of composing for a different organ?
Yeah, well, in Bahraini music, a lot of it is sung. So I thought to pay homage and to sort of capture the essence of the music, I thought that, including voice was really important. But when I wrote for voice, I wanted to not quite have the traditional kind of song style. I don't know, it's kind of like there's a natural flow of the songs, and sometimes the vocalists are singing ensemble parts, so it's part of the texture. So, and yes, it was a challenge because I wanted to write some of the lyrics in Arabic. And I never learned Arabic when I grew up, which is a shame. So I had to get some help. So I'd write the lyrics in English, and a friend helped me out to translate it into Arabic and keep the same kind of poetic style. And so yeah, that was a real challenge, and trying to make the melodies fit the kind of the rhythm of the words, because obviously you have to put certain words on strong beats and others not so, you know, because like the word "and" you wouldn't put that on a strong beat because that doesn't make sense, you know, when you're talking. So yeah, there are lots of challenges, but I really enjoyed that, and it was fun kind of writing my own poetry and working out, you know, how that fits the music. Yeah, so yeah, I really enjoyed the challenge.
I also love that it became a bit of a family affair because you had your whole family around you doing ululations, which I think was very cool and was very international and, you know, general. Also, what I find interesting is the mix of jazz and traditional music, and that's been something that you've been working on throughout your career. And you said that music's helped you embrace your Arabic roots and background. What do you think were the obstacles to fully embracing it when you were younger? Was this idea of fitting in and not learning Arabic perhaps at the time in the 90s?
Definitely. So I moved to London when I was 9 years old. My mum and dad separated. So so I moved my sisters and my mum to London, and I left, you know, my Bahraini side back in Bahrain. So, and I had to quickly adapt to UK culture so that I fitted in. You know, as a kid, you don't want to be bullied. You want to, you know, be like everyone else. So I kind of, I put that to the side and didn't really mention that until I was in my early 20s when I started to kind of, I felt like something was missing, basically. And rediscovering my Arabic roots, particularly my Bahraini roots, that's when I started to feel whole, and I felt the best way to express that mixture I'm now very proud of was through music. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Now, I know you spent a lot of time researching all these folklores and myths from the Gulf area, like at least a decade. So I'm imagining that you're already thinking about maybe your next project, you know. Can you tell us a little bit more if you've got any ideas, or if you wish to, of course?
I have so many ideas. So first of all, yes, I'd like to do some remixes of the album, because I love collaborating with electronic artists. It just like takes my music to another place, and I really love that process, and I think it can be quite interesting and inspiring as well, because it gives me ideas as well for my compositions, which is really fun. Yes, I have a side project called Electric Dreams. That is a kind of free improvised band, and quite an international band, so I hope to record an album with that project. Also writing some new, very experimental music inspired by Rage Against the Machine and
like
drum and bass, and and my Arabic roots. So so that's going to be quite intense, but yes, in the future, that will come out at some point.
Yes, this sounds exciting. I can't wait to hear all that. Talking about other styles of music, how about we check out some of the other recent releases or things that are coming out this week? And we're going to start off with an artist who came to fame thanks to the Eurovision Song Contest and his band Maneskin. And he is called Damianodavid, and he's set to release Funny Little Fears, his debut solo album, which he's been teasing since last September, thanks to a number of highly radio pop rock friendly singles. Here's the video for his track Next Summer. Damianodavid from Maneskin going solo, and who will be on tour this summer with stops off here in France at Festival Les Vieilles Charrues. Now, as I was saying, Maneskin, his first band, rose to fame thanks to the Eurovision Song Contest, which is going to be happening this weekend in Basel, Switzerland. Yazz, I was wondering, have you been following the Eurovision, or do you tend to follow the Eurovision Song Contest?
Yeah, I do. I like to see the kind of final night. Yeah, it's really fun. I love seeing all the different nations, performing music, especially if it's kind of quite cultural and significant to their, their culture or their style. It's fun. I really love it. I know some of it's quite cheesy, but I really enjoy it.
We have to enjoy it for the fun.
Yeah.
Now, something completely different. Public Enemy's Chuck D is also releasing an album this week entitled Radio Armageddon, and it's his first solo effort since 2018. The first single, New Gems, pays tribute to the soundscape of the 80s and 90s hip-hop samples, and has education videotapes that are featured in it, and it also highlights the rapper's poetic composition. Let's take a listen.
Words matter like hell they don't. You can go to hell, I sure won't. You're mixing this with that with this. Everyday flavors, every generation got its favorites.
You should know who you are.
New Gens, spark the engine. Number 9. I've been your age, you ain't been mine yet. And don't forget, New Gens, I love y'all. Have a ball. New Gens, spark the engine.
And that's it for this week's music show. Thank you so much to all my guests. Yazz Ahmed, thank you so much for coming on Arts 24 and telling us about your new record, A Paradise in the Hole. Please get your ears on it. And we're going to wrap up the show with Danish singer and songwriter Mu. Her upcoming 4th studio album, Playgirl, celebrates self-preservation and joy. Here's her electronic banger, Lose Yourself.